Hello everybody, I am JayLeonardJ, and today we are checking out the MEQ driver by Origin Effects. I remember like years and years and years ago, I was at NAMM with the cats at Origin Effects, and we were just having a bite together, and we were talking about gear and like projects and stuff. And I told them if there was any project that I thought would be absolutely perfect for them to take on, it would be getting those old 1950s Pultec EQ rack units, like shrinking one of those into a guitar enclosure and turning it into like the ultimate boost pedal for guitar players. And years later, look what is showing up on my desk. Like, my dreams have come true. This is the MEQ driver from the cats at Origin Effects. And even though it gets a lot of inspiration from the Pultec units, it really is its own thing. It has one band of EQ, which is a boost, and features 3 different cutoff points, which is more specific to the guitar frequency response. You also have a high cut, which is adaptive to your pick attack, or you can actually just have it fixed. Has a lot of gain on it, so you can get, really gnarly with your sound, and it also has a chunk of level in there too, so you really can just push your amp clean if you want. Just slam it with those mid frequencies. Really cool. They have 3 different mid frequency bands you can choose from, and what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you exactly how I would use this pedal, how I would take advantage of these different bands of EQ, and what they'll do to our sound on both a clean and overdriven thing. So I'm gonna go Tone King Imperial. We use both channels on that. I got myself a Fender Telecaster with my J.M.A signature pickups and Stringjoy strings. And yeah, let's plug in this pedal that I've been waiting for years and just rock on. Well, we're all wired up and ready to go. So yeah, this is a mid boost and drive pedal. So we have our level, our gain, we have our mid boost. So we'll just turn it all the way off right now. These are the mid frequencies we can choose from. And finally, this is kind of our high cut. And we have the adapt here, which we'll dig into in just a little bit. But right now I have the adapt off, which means the high cut is always on no matter what is going on. So I'm gonna put it all the way off, and we're just gonna hear kind of the boosting qualities of this. This is the guitar and the amp on its own. And this is the MEQ driver. Nice and silky smooth, very lovely. Now let's go play with adding some mids. These are the 3 different bands. We're going to start with the 800 hertz, and that is, I would kind of consider that where like a tube screamer would sit. So it kind of has that nice kind of like a grunty, nasally kind of sound that we all really like about it. You can hear it as I dial it in. Yeah, you can really hear that. Very nice. Oh my goodness. Let's go to the 1K, which would be kind of where I would see the boost in a Klon be. So a little bit higher in the frequency range. So it adds a little bit more clarity, but with still a lot of very forward mid sounds. Now, as we kind of start moving that hump a little bit higher, you can really start noticing the higher end of the sound kind of gets a little bit more in your face. See a little bit more full here. So what we could do is we just tame some of these ultra highs just by rolling this off. Awesome. And now finally, our last band we're going to play with is the 1.3 kilohertz. And I'm going to turn off that high cut again. And you can hear this is like the brightest here. Now you're really hearing that brightness come out. So again, we can roll off the highs. Gets rid of some of the ice pick. But you can see, as I roll that off, I start losing a little bit of that brightness that I really like about having that, 1.3 kilohertz bump. So what I can do is we can use adapt. And what adapt's gonna do is that when I play lightly, I get the full range of sound, and the harder I play, the more it's gonna start triggering in this circuit to get rid of the extra ultra high. So that way, when I play soft, I get the full fidelity, and then when I wanna get that really bright, up in your face, high register stuff, it's not gonna kill your eardrums. It gets the ice pick right out of your sound. You hear it's more muffled. But then if I hold like this, that brightness comes back, but when I hit that really high stuff, it doesn't annoy you. It doesn't ice pick you as much. So now that we got some really cool sounds, I really like using that adapt actually, especially if I just want to get the edge off when I'm going clean. Let's just go like this. Now let's turn on some gain. This is the gain from the amp. And let's hear what this does to the sound. Let's go keep it at here 1. And that is the MEQ driver by Origin Effects. Well, that is the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Please subscribe to the page if you haven't done so already. Check out the links in the description below. And if you want to hear my review on the MEQ driver, check it out on Patreon. I do all my reviews on Patreon, sponsored by the Patreon supporters, and all my demos and tutorials, like all the other stuff that I make, is right here on YouTube. And my question for the subscribers today is there a piece of iconic studio rack gear that is just begging to be turned into a guitar pedal that hasn't really been turned into a guitar pedal yet? Write it in the comments section below. That being said, I'll see you all soon. Take care and goodbye.